share the screen. Okay. Share screen. Okay. Oh, who else is on the call? Hello? Yay! Who is that? Hello, whoever hopped on. Okay. Nellie, can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Okay, so we are recording now, and today Nellie and I, so we were at Summit, which was amazing, by the way. So if you can get to Summit, please do. Like, get to Summit next year. It is going to be life-changing.
It's so worth it.
It is.
It's amazing.
It is. And because we decided ahead of time, even before all this, that we were going to be success partners, it was even more amazing. The fact that we could sit together and plan, I feel like I'm going to cry, plan our future in one weekend was just phenomenal. So what we're going to give to you hi Patrice, yay! So what we're going to give you guys, and our goal is every second week we're going to do a training, and then the weeks in between we'll do a power hour. And so it's not going to be, so next week we're going to do a power hour, just chill, hang out kind of call instead of the trainings. And then the following week we'll do trainings. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. So these workshops we're bringing to you. So you don't have to miss out on Summit. So we're going to bring Summit to you guys so you can get the most out of it that we did. Okay. And that's what's great about having two of us there, is that Nellie can pipe in if I miss something, so you guys are going to get the best of both worlds with both of us. And as I said, I'm recording this call, so yay. Okay, so today we're going to talk about inviting using social media. And Andrea Crowder and Angie Bellemare were the two that talked about this at Summit, and they were phenomenal and amazing. It was one of my favorite workshops. And basically, what we're going to talk about today is 7 tips for inviting. So I have these 7 tips, and I'm going to go into depth with each one of them. But number 1, you want to do what you love to do. So you don't have to make it complicated. Just do what you love to do. Number 2, you need to find your own platforms. Just because something works for me does not mean it's going to work for you. Okay, and you need to share the before and after, and I'll get more into that. It doesn't have to be just the before and after picture, okay? Number 4, consistency is key. And I've talked so much about consistency that it is vital to your business, okay? We'll go over that again. We're gonna learn how to deliver the goods to everyone, and you're gonna learn how to get smarter and find your life. Okay, so those are what we're going to go over today. Okay, so tip number one is do what you love. So you want to do this business and what makes you you, okay? So I want you to think about your passions, your interests, your hobbies, what motivates you, what inspires you, what goes on in your daily life, like life casting. Think of life as a reality show. I know some of you are phenomenal at posting about your life, and that's great. You want to post about your family, your beliefs, and I recommend steering clear of politics, especially what's going on lately. You don't want to rile people up, so try not to do many political posts. You want to share your knowledge. So if you're reading personal development, or you're doing, some kind of Bible study or doing a training, and there's something that you read or see, share that. Share that with people if you think that's going to inspire them and, help them in their lives. And think about what skills you have, okay? So your call to action is, if you haven't done so already, because I know some of you are new, some of you are not, which is awesome. I'm just so happy that you guys are on the call. But I really want you to find your 5. So take 5 topics. So interests, passions, whatever that makes you you, and figure out what those are. So is somebody there? No? Okay. So if, for example, like I'll give you an example for me. I'm a mom of twins. I've had a total hysterectomy. I love do-it-yourself projects. I'm a Christian. And what else? One more. That's not health and fitness. What else? I'm klutzy. I hate doing laundry. I like swimming. That kind of stuff. So think about things that interest you. Oh, I've had past eating disorders, that kind of stuff. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Do what you love. So think about what you love. Tip number 2. So you want to find your platforms. So what are your social media platforms? And as we're going to call them, playgrounds. Okay, so it's somewhere where you can play that you have fun. So when you go, when you're thinking about what platforms to use for social media, you need to figure out what your strengths are. Okay, so when I mean strengths, like, are you really into video? Do you do amazing videos? If so, then maybe Periscope, which I don't even know if Periscope's happening because of Facebook Live, or even YouTube would be something that would be a strength for you. Or are you really artistic? Maybe it's something that Instagram would be good for you. So think about what your strengths are and how you can share your strengths across social media. And do what you enjoy. If you try Snapchat and you absolutely hate it, don't use it. Okay? Enjoy what you are doing on social media and what platform you like. For me, I am learning Instagram. I'm still iffy on it. I love Facebook. So for me, Facebook is my go-to. If Instagram's your go-to, perfect. I have trainings for all these, maybe not like Snapchat and stuff, but do what platform you enjoy best. And then what platforms, as I said, suit those strengths that you have, okay? Okay, so how to select your playground. I kind of talked about that. But number 1, when you do multiple platforms, you can repurpose the same content with several slight modifications. And so for me, if I'm going to do a video on Facebook, say I do a live video, I can upload that live video to YouTube and then pin it to Pinterest on a board. And then I can upload that video into a blog, or then I can do a little snippet of that, like a sneak peek, and put it on Instagram. So you can use the same content and repurpose it for every different platform. Okay, so that's based on strengths, you can do that. And really, when I say repurpose, work smarter, not harder. So you can also go back to your past posts as you get into the business and repurpose that post. Use something that you've posted and change up the picture. So I've done that. People don't look back 2-3 months ago. They see what's relevant and what's now. So you can repurpose your content as you get into this business. Okay, so as I said, you need to find your playground. So determine what social media sites that interest you and match your skills, and have fun with them. Okay. Tip number 3. I'm going fast because we have quite a few slides. So tip number 3, let me delete that. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, share the before and afters. So every story has a transformation, whether it's physical, financial, it's the freedom and mindset. So some of you new coaches may not think that you have that transformation. And that's where you're wrong, because everybody has some kind of transformation. I know Megan just started 4 days ago, and she's already down 4 to 5 pounds. You feel amazing. That is a transformation. So on Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, you can put, I started my journey 4 days ago, or whatever it is, 6-7 days ago. And today, this girl on the right feels amazing. I can't believe it took me so long to try, use that. If you were able to pay for your gas, that is a financial transformation. If you're able to put your kids in activities, that is a transformation. Yay, Megan. Cheers. Cheers. Anyways, so don't think of your transformations as it has to be this big, I lost 100 pounds. No, it's just the little things, because it's those little ones that relate to people more. Nina, are you having, cheers to everybody who has their cocktails. Yay! Patrice too. Love you girls. Okay, so, the transformations are little, but those little transformations are huge, okay? So basically, when you do that, you want to show where you were, whether it was yesterday, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a year ago, where you are now, and how you got there. What process got you to the point where you are now? Okay, so most people, as I said, are going to connect with your before, but not your after, unless they can see themselves in your journey or the journey. So you have to be consistent with those before and afters, and show those little tiny before and afters, because that's where people are going to relate. Nellie, do you want to have anything to say?
Yeah, I wanted to add a little something.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm looking at my notes, and one thing is, it might not be like a physical transformation, but it could be like a mindset. So if you're reading like a personal development that you hadn't been reading before, or like podcasts or you're listening to like on your commute or your run or workout, share those things. Be like, oh, I never thought about this till I listened to this, and I just, think about things so much different now that I've been reading this book. And share those small quotes in your post, because like you can inspire people by just a small snippet from your book.
And speaking of mindset, like I know Nellie and I mean, we've been coaches for over 2 years, and we were sitting in Summit, and our businesses have been stuck, and for some reason, and I don't know why. I think it's just the mindset. And we're sitting in Summit, and it was like something, I can't say that, but something clicked, and it was like, oh my gosh, like we like, it's just that mindset change. So if something that you weren't where you read, okay, so let me go back. Say you read something and it just clicked for you, and you felt that, oh my gosh moment, that's a transformation.
Yep.
Okay. So whatever, I know Patrice, you have a lot of those mindset transformations. I know you do. So, post about those, even though it's scary. And I know some of you have gotten over the, oh my gosh, do I send this? Yes, you send it. Push send or push enter. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. But I mean, you're inspiring, as you know, you inspire so many people, but by just being vulnerable and sharing those little things. Okay. So number 4, I talk about this all the time. Consistency is key. So I don't know what happened to my slide, but I tried to fix it like 5 times and it didn't work. So you have the dots and the numbers. But number 1, you need to have patience, okay? Because it's not going to happen overnight. This is not a get rich quick business. It's not a lose weight instantly business. It's going to take time, and it's going to take patience. And so we know, and some of those transformations, somebody has 100 pounds to lose. It's not going to happen instantly overnight. Just like you making $100,000 or $1 million isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, and it's going to take patience. Okay. So just be patient with yourself and the process, and you have to trust the process. You have to know it works. Okay. So you just have to keep being consistent, because it will pay off. Trust me. I mean, I'm not where I wanted to be this time last year. Like when I planned my goals this year, but you know what? I've learned so much. I've had that mindset transformation this year, and I'm okay. So I'm trusting the process. and you never want to slow down. Even when times are hard, you lose your motivation, you got to keep pushing through and going. And you got to remember, and I talked to Megan yesterday on our Getting Started Right call about this, you're going to have ups and downs. That's why this business is like a roller coaster. And Patrice knows, he's worked from home online. And it's a roller coaster. But when you're on those dips, that's when you dive into personal development and you don't slow down and you keep pushing through and you reach out to your team, because as a team, we can motivate each other and, inspire each other and pick each other up when we are on those lows. So I really encourage you to post on the team page when you're struggling, just like on your health and fitness journey. We are on a coaching journey. So I want us to be together as coaches as we are as challengers. Okay. And number 4, you have to believe in the product, the company, and yourself. If you're not believing in the product and the company, your business is going to bomb. I'm sorry, but you have to believe in it. And I know each of one of you do believe in it because you felt better. You feel the changes. You feel mentally, physically, overall better. And when you do that, you believe in yourself. So that's part of showing, your progress and stuff online. Before I go into number 5, Nellie, do you have anything to add?
Not on that one.
Okay. Number 5, you want to do those, and this is where I really recommend you read Gary Vaynerchuk, whatever, Gary Vee's Jab, 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 Right Hook, if you haven't, because he talked at Summit. I'm going to try to find that YouTube video because I know somebody probably recorded it. He was phenomenal. Amazing. So 80%, you want to post about value. You don't want to post, buy my product, blah, blah, blah. And most of you know this, but you just want to give those little values, like a motivational quote, recipe, workout, that kind of stuff. And then 20%, maybe once a week, twice a week, put in your offer, join my team. I would recommend on Sundays, do a call to action major post, like join my team, join my challenge group. This is public post, by the way. Okay. And then you want to add value. So you want to post 3 to 5 times per day. And you really just want to, post those motivations, show a little bit inside of your life. And, when you post something, I want you to, before you hit enter, look at it and see, if I saw this post that somebody posted, would it make me stop and read it? If not, don't post it. Okay? Make it scroll worthy and people stop. Okay? So with that consistency, you need to plan ahead. So you need to plan your day on social media. And what I mean by that is are you going to post your workout? Are you going to post what you're eating? Are you going to post a motivation? Normally, I've kind of switched things up recently. Normally in the morning, I would post a motivational quote that I created from something I've read. And then I would post my workout and then a workout video or a recipe. Okay. So that's what people value. And then I would every now and then post about the family, what we're doing, that kind of stuff. And then I really recommend Instagram just updated their Instagram where you can, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if you can see this, where you can do that business post. So okay, I don't know if you can see this. So you can change your face or your Instagram. So you are, see that? Now you are a public profile. Okay. There should be an option. I can't remember how it was, but I would recommend changing yourself to a public figure on Instagram if you're on Instagram. So then you can see what your insights are, when the best time to post is, what posts are getting the most attraction. So you can go back and see what kind of posts people are drawn to. And from there, make your, Nellie, what's the word I'm thinking of? Somebody help me, Patrice, Nina. So you can post.
I just got back on. I couldn't hear anything, so I had to. Now I'm looking at you, but I'm also talking to you.
Okay. So
So I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to catch back up.
You're good. So when you post to your Facebook Live page or your Instagram as a public figure, you can track your insights. So see what posts at what time of day get the most attraction, when people are looking at your page, that kind of stuff. So look at that. See,
Mhm.
when the best time for you to post is, and use that 20% offer on those posts, those days that you get the most engagement. Okay. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So use the, any questions so far? No? Nellie, anything to add?
I didn't have anything. Oh, actually, I had written something down when we were talking about posting. Just whatever, like when you start typing up, try to lead with who you are,
Yes.
not what we do.
Mhm.
So, the story is what sells. I mean, that people don't care about Beachbody or whatever it is. Like, it's who you are that they care about. So just share that with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
have a question really
Yeah.
quick. I don't know if you guys already touched on Instagram just yet, but I'm noticing that when I use my hashtags, I'm actually coming across, it seems like the people who are seeing it, other than the people that are already following me, but the only other people who are seeing it are people who are either Beachbody coaches or other people from like different MLMs.
okay.
So I don't know if I'm not using the right kind of hashtags or.
Okay, so what I'll do, and I'll write that down, is post a video, because the hashtag thing changes. One day it's you need to post personal like stuff. So for me, I really target my target market when I do my hashtags. So for me, let me go. So I'm a mom of twins. So hashtag mom of twins, hashtag mom life, hashtag recovery, hashtag Lululemon, because that's like 90% of my wardrobe. Hashtag healthy, not skinny. So I'm attracting those people with eating disorders, ED soldiers, lifestyle change. Now I'm going to start attracting people with hysterectomies. So Hyster Sister, hysterectomy, healthy lifestyle, eating disorder recovery, infertility survivor. So when you think of your 5, like I said at the beginning, your 5 things, come up with those. We need to set a getting started right call or a call one-on-one, and we'll go over that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Nina, so get with me after this call, send me a text, and we'll set up a call, and we'll go over the hashtags and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I'll
Sounds good.
try to find a video. So you know how to hashtag properly with Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so tip number 5, you want to deliver the goods. So you really want to show people, you don't want to assume that people know what you're doing, because they don't. People, I mean, we all know, we have our own lives. We see something, oh, okay, well, she posted about a workout, great. But they don't know what you do, okay? So if you have something to offer and you don't tell people, they're not going to know. So you need to tell people. You need to do an open for business post. If you've already done that and your business has kind of, things come up, life happens, do another one again. Say, hey, everybody, I just wanted to let you know, life got in the way. Isn't that reality? But I just wanted to let you know that I'm recommitting myself to health and fitness again. Do you want to join me? Blah, 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 whatever. Okay. So those of you who've already been there, done that, going back, do a reopen for business post. You want to do challenge group invites. You have to invite not only publicly, but privately. If you don't invite privately, they're going to, and I'm going to go over this, they're going to go to somebody else, okay? Trust me. You want to do those free challenge group invites to build your relationships. And I go back and forth with the free cleaning groups, but we're going to do them every single month from here on out. And Nellie and I talked, and we have a goal. So we're going to do a free clean eating group. And then on the 4th day, so on Monday we start, and we're going to do it in an event so we can invite everybody, okay? So remember the people that you invite so we don't all message the same person, okay? Because we don't want to do that. So remember who you invite and who joins. And then from there, I mean, you should know who you invite. And then from there, on the Thursday, we're going to do a live sneak peek into challenge groups in that event and a Q&A. So if anybody has questions or answers, we're going to do that live in the event, okay? Okay. And then we're going to do sneak peek invites. So we have a sneak peek into coaching on Monday. We have a 5-day sneak peek and another live sneak peek, because if we really want to build this business, we have to invite people to coaching. It may not happen. They may not join, as the majority of you know who are on my team know that you have not joined instantly. It's taken some of you a few years. So, we want to do those sneak peek invites to get them comfortable to see what the business is about, okay? And this is what's key, because I've done this on and off, and Megan, I know you filled it out, but create an application form to collect info, because it makes it exclusive. And Nellie, you can talk more about this, because it was eye-opening to, all these top coaches do these applications, and really we don't want to work with anyone and everyone. We want to work with who we feel that we can work with. And so that's where these applications make it exclusive, and we get to choose, because it's our choice if we want to work with them or not, right? Nellie, you want to pipe in?
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Like, I think that's one of the most enjoyable things about this opportunity is we get to pick who we work with. So we should be exclusive about who we want. So we get to pick, and I think it gives it a higher value when you have to put an application in to apply, versus like, you don't want it to seem like we're just, we'll just sign up anybody and everybody, because at the end of the day, we have to work with them. So I really like the application idea, and having people show us why they want to be a coach and why they want this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm actually upgrading, in the midst of upgrading my where did it go? Okay. I was in the midst of upgrading my Zoom. Now that we're growing. Okay, now we gotta go back. Okay. So now that we've talked about delivering the goods, so anatomy of an invite post. So I want you, when you do your invite post, and you can look at other coaches, you can look at mine, you can look at Nellie's page, whatever, but talk like you're talking to one person and that they're a really close friend. Because if you talk to everybody, you're going to attract people that you don't want to attract. So you want to attract people who are like you. Okay, and after talking to Megan, I know we've known each other for a few years, and same with like Janelle and Nina and Patrice. Like, we are like one person, it's like we're the same. And so you really want to talk to people like you're talking to your best friend on the phone. And you have to, as Nellie said earlier, have to be yourself. You can't be somebody else, and people are going to see that. They're going to see that you're not being you. Okay, and it's going to take some time, and that's okay. You want to use your first sentence to make them curious. So you know how you get those emails that you sign up for something and somebody says, and that email draws you to finally open up that email, even though you get a ton of crap? Think about that headline and, save it in a note. So you can use headlines like that in your posts. Share a success story. You can use other success stories. I use other coaches or other either coaches or challengers success stories when I talk to people. You can go on like the Beachbody website and use success stories. Use those success stories depending on what your post is. And then short paragraphs, and we'll go over this. You don't want one long, huge paragraph, and it's like, people aren't going to read that. And I'll show you what I mean. And if the post bombs, I've done this before, delete it. If it doesn't get attraction, just delete it. It's okay. And, always have a call to action, and we'll go over that in a second. And state that you have a limited amount of spots to make your group exclusive so people want to jump on. Okay, and you have to invite to one person or a specific person. So you want to say, I'm looking for 5 people who have 10 to 15 pounds to lose and don't want to sacrifice wine and chocolate to do it. Now that's my type of person, because I love wine and I love chocolate. So I'm going to start attracting to people like that. So think about what you want to attract, like Stephanie, I don't know if she's on right now, but she's a busy mom of twins. I mean, her twins, I think they just turned 3 and a baby. So she could be like, I'm looking for 5 moms who want 5 busy moms who want to lose 10 to 15 pounds and don't want to sacrifice time to be packing up their kids to go to the gym. Something like that. Think about what you're going through and that kind of stuff. So I just put in some examples like this one. Her post is really, and Nellie shared it with me, it's really like simple, but it's
so clean, but it really draws you in.
And it draws you in. And then see how she breaks up her paragraphs where there's spaces. And so it draws your eyes down. And you have to use emojis, by the way, because emojis make people it's just the social media talk. So here's her call to action. She goes, so if you honestly know in your gut, pushing any fear aside, that you would love to be a part of our fit family, please reach out. Either comment below or shoot me a private message or go straight to my site. She's giving specific details, which is what you want to do. Because if you don't put those specific details in, people aren't going to know what to do and they're not going to contact you. And that's where you're going to lose them. Okay? Anita Myron, she's another top coach. Comment below, I'm in to join here. Melanie Mitro, email me. I posted this weekend. You're your NCO. Let's do this together. Message me to take back control. Those are call to actions, okay? Just remember that. And you don't have to do it on every post, but definitely on your 20% posts. And I just want to tell you this because this really hit home. And I know Patrice has dealt with this a lot, and I know Nellie too, and a few others. But what is for you will not pass you. So if you have those people that you've been talking to for some time, and I know Nina's probably gone through this, and they tell you they've gone with somebody else, they weren't meant to be with you, okay? I know it's frustrating and it's soul crushing, or they go with another company, but you know what? You have to remember that there's no competition, and that right person who's supposed to be with you will be with you, okay? Just remember that. That for me was okay, so I know I'm not the only one, and it's okay that they're not on my team because I don't want them to be with us,
Right.
If that makes sense. Nellie, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, that to me, that was at Summit too, because that was one of the biggest things they were talking about. We're not competing against each other for people. There's someone out there for everyone.
Exactly. I mean, how many people between US and Canada? I mean, there's 2.6 billion. I don't know how many people, but there's only 450,000 coaches, which sounds like a lot. But there's so many obese people and so many people who need our help physically, financially, whatever, that mentally, that there is no competition, okay? Just remember that. So plan your hooks. Plan out your jab, right hook. And when you do your right hook, use those call to actions on those. And you don't want to confuse your followers with too many offers. Like I said, don't do 80% join my team, join my challenge group, no, just be you. Don't, just because now you're a coach, don't feel like you have to go into coach mode and be salesy. You don't want to be creepy wraps people, buy my wraps. They make you skinny. No, they don't. We know that,
Right.
You don't want to be like that. Okay.
See, for me, it's mainly just money objections. People want to do it, but a lot of it, I would say 90% for me personally, is all money objection. Like people are just like, that's too much money, and I don't have the money this time. I'll check back with you. Like, and then I'll ask them, well, is there another time that I could, follow up with you or blah blah blah? And they'll say, oh yeah. Or sometimes they'll say, no, well, you know what? I'll get back to you after graduation or something. It's always something where it's just a financial objection for me personally in my inviting.
Okay. Nellie, you want to pipe in? I'm going to go get my credit card so I can upgrade this.
Okay. You can approach it several different ways. One way I would say is like, have you tried like offering the coaching opportunity to them? Like, what if there was a way to like, you could make money to pay for your products and you get, a discount on it?
Okay.
Have you tried that approach?
I tried that a couple of times just with certain people that were kind of more interested than others.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I tried that maybe about 3 or 4 times to recruit for coaching. I haven't really recruited for coaching. And I think mainly, to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I think it's because I haven't really found so much success in the coaching yet. Not because, I went so hard. I've been putting in blood, sweat, and tears, and it's just not working for me. I've been in and out. So I kind of almost feel it could be just me, having negative thoughts about my own situation. But I almost feel like, not hypocritical, but like saying, yeah, join my team, blah, blah, blah. It's a great opportunity. And then I don't want them to ask me, well, so what have you experienced so far?
Like,
I made a little bit of, you know what I mean? I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, Nellie, I was just saying, have you tried actually throwing their goals back at them? So that's not coming from a salesy point or trying to join my team or join the coaching opportunity, but you're getting their goals. And someone has to be a fool to say no to their own goals because they just told you like, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z, and you're like, oh, okay, well, were you serious when you said you wanted to do X, Y, Z? And they're going to be like, well, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, this is what it's going to take. So
I think I guess maybe it's just me not wanting to come off so pushy. Once somebody says like they're not interested, I kind of back off immediately. I'm not even going to lie. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be pushy, but I guess
I mean, that's good that you don't want to be a pushy because you don't want to come off salesy, but no doesn't mean no forever. It's not yet. So you can always ask like, hey, can I touch base with you again in a couple months? Would that be okay? And 9 out of 10 times people say yes. And just put a note there and then contact them in September or whatever it is.
So as far as your follow-ups, what's a good amount of time for following up? Like, should it be like in nothing less than 4 weeks?
Okay, so here's the thing. So Nina, let me go back one second. Back to now that we've upgraded, now we have unlimited Zoom time. So yay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So I just wanted to go back with like, I don't have the money. Okay. So you want to make sure, because I've done trainings on this. So as Patrice said, you need to know about them. You need to know what their goals are. And if they say, well, I don't have the money, keep asking them questions. And I just heard, was it Carl Deichler on the call, the National Wake Up Call? Yes, this week. If you haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call, you have to listen to it ASAP. Because Carl talks about, if they keep giving you objections, you got to keep asking them questions until you know what they want and what they need, okay?
Because sometimes the objection isn't even what they're saying. Sometimes they don't have that belief. And it's not even the money issue. Some people, yes, it may be, but they can find the money. It's not that issue. It's just because they don't believe. So don't be pushy. And I commend you for not being pushy because we don't want to turn into those it wraps people. But get who they are and what they're all about. Why do they want to do this? You know, like Jolene said, just keep asking those questions. Like what made you interested in this in the first place?
And
you know,
not salesy. Asking them questions is not being salesy. You throwing up Beachbody all over them is being salesy. But you getting to know them and figuring out what they want and then finding a solution for what their goals are is not salesy. It's helping them. You have to remember that, you know, and if they say no multiple times, okay, just say, okay, I completely understand. How about if I follow up with you in a month or two and, you know, we'll go from there. You know, like Patrice, Megan, I don't know who else is on the call. I can't see everyone, but let me see who else. Patrice and Megan, I know it took you two a long time to sign up, you know, but I kept showing you that this is right for you. There's value in this. And Patrice has had such an amazing mental transformation. Like, it blows my mind. And Megan, I mean, in just 4 days of joining, you're already like committed and you're ready to do this. And Nina, like I know you've been in and out, you've learned so far. Like, how can that help somebody else? Okay. This isn't like salesy stuff. It's a life change. So when you get those objections, I want to just give you, now that we're kind of getting off track, but that's okay. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. Like, this is what these calls are for. I really would love you to ask this, okay? I don't have the money, blah, blah, blah. Once you know what their goals are, this is what you ask, okay? No worries. I completely understand. I was in the same boat as you when I first joined. I didn't see the value. We were tight on money. But let me ask you this. Where do you want your life to be a year from now? And some of you, I may have asked that already. They're going to tell you, you know?
Yeah,
that
so makes sense.
Answer with,
making them kind of look ahead.
Exactly. Okay, so then you ask them after they answer, so what are you doing right now to ensure that you get that? A lot of people are going to be like, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, they're probably going to stumble around. You know, just basically, I think, Megan, did you answer? I'm doing nothing? I don't know what you said. But then you need to ask them, okay, let me ask you this. Would a $140 investment up front be worth having all those things you said you wanted a year from now?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like most entrepreneurs spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is $140. And regardless if it's the business, it's going to change your life physically, right? If you use it properly. Like, there's no loss here. They're either going to do it or they're not. And if they're going to do it, they're going to have that physical and mental transformation. And then, so after they said, after you say $150, be upfront, and then you ask them, so is what you're doing right now getting you towards those goals that you said you wanted a year from now? Probably not, or whatever they answer. Okay, so then you answer, okay, here's the thing. I can't promise you're going to get all those things right away, but what if I told you that if you're willing to put in some work and put in some effort, that a year from now you could be a whole lot closer to those goals than you would be if you kept doing the same thing you're doing now?
Yeah. It's also like creating.
I mean, I signed up and you're making me want to sign up all over again. No.
Would like put those questions out there and develop that posture.
No, that makes sense. And I'm not even going to lie. I've never approached it that way. Never, not once.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that and see if it makes a difference.
You want to start all over again? Start all over again. Bears. Yeah. Dang dog. Come here. So, you know, that's what's great about this business is it's a life. I mean, we all have life, But we got to push through. And if you really want to make this work, you're going to put in the hard work. It's hard work. We all know that. It's not easy. But when you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you can see that vision, and that's what our goal is, by the way, after. We'll go there. Okay, so let's get going. Any other questions? No? Okay, this is the last tip, and then we're going to finish with what I have to, for what I want all of us to do. Okay, tip number 7, you need to find your life. So I know a lot of us are busy, and we get addicted to busy. We do little things here and there, that kind of stuff. And we think we're busy, but we're really not. We're scrolling on social media. So, don't fall into that trap. I know some of you work, some of you don't, but if you work, you really have to prioritize your time and figure out when you're going to your hours. Like Nellie, we talked about it yesterday. Nellie can pipe in about power hours because I know Megan works too. But you got to do it on your lunch break. When that kind of stuff. Then 2 or 3 invites, that kind of thing. You need to get organized, and you have to be productive in this business. So that goes to say, set a timer. I'm going to do 20 minutes right now of invites. Set your timer and just invite. Forget everything else on social media. Just do 20 minutes of invite. Done. Okay, you go do whatever you need to do. Come back. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Follow up with people. Do your follow-ups. And I know, Nina, you asked when you follow up. If you do an invite, I suggest you follow up 2 days to 7 days later. Follow up 3 times, 3 strikes are out. You do 3 times you follow up. So every 2 to 7 days, you follow up again and again. If they don't respond, whatever, then you put them on your list to follow up with them again in a month or 2 from now. Usually most people need to see or be invited or be presented an opportunity 7 to 8 times before they join. Okay, so remember that. Just keep talking to them. And if you've never talked to the person, you send them an invite, they never respond, then you know what? In a month from now, send them a hey girl message. Hey girl, I'm really sorry about my previous messages. I know I kind of maybe sound a little salesy. I didn't mean to come off that way. I just want to check in and see how you're doing. It looks like you had a great summer with the kids. I saw that you went to the beach. I hope you had a great time. Let's connect soon, Nina.
Sounds good.
So you're not coming off salesy. You're looking at their page, seeing what they're up to. You're showing that you're interested in what they're doing, which most people don't do. It takes more time, but you know what? It's so much worth it to build that relationship, okay? And then from there, let that conversation flow like you're talking to your friend. And then from there, then you can invite them after you talk to them a little bit and say, hey, I know we've been talking, and I just wanted to let you know that, I'm hosting this blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, I can't remember. I had this in my notes. Great posts are not convenient. Nellie, do you remember what that was? I put it in there, but.
I'm trying to look.
Oh, I know what it was. So you can draft up this amazing, awesome post, and it's so amazing. But if you post it at the wrong time, people aren't going to see it, and it's not going to be convenient for you. So really look at your, what are they called? Stats or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. The times when your post gets the most traction.
Look at that and see. So when you're doing that great, amazing post, put it in those times, okay? And schedule your power hour. And Megan, I know I'm setting up, as I said, I've added new stuff to the website. I'm going to add this new coach, it's going to be awesome thing. So it's going to have your power hour in there kind of thing. So, so you don't get overwhelmed. And then Nellie installed it. I haven't yet, but there's an app that you can install called Kill the Newsfeed. So you can't, Nellie, you explain
Awesome.
it. I haven't
I
seen
love
it.
it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take us off share screen right now. How do I stop this? Oh, here we go. Okay, Nellie, there you go. What's the stop your newsfeed or kill the newsfeed?
So I just Googled it and it went, let me see if I can show you guys.
Yeah, because you can screenshot.
Can you see that?
It's coming. It's loading.
So
Okay.
when I log into Facebook, this is all I see.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Okay, so you
It
just.
doesn't work on the phone. I don't think there's an app for that on my phone, but
Okay.
like I do all my most of my messaging from my computer anyway. So it's like when I log in, I just go straight to my messages.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
And another thing, what you can do you can stop share now, Nellie. Yeah. So another thing that you can do is, which I've done, is killed, and it's helped because I heard a call, and I know you're on your phone, you get these Facebook messages, notifications on your phone, you have a message from so-and-so. So you accidentally view it because that's what happens when you get the notifications, and then you forget that you viewed that message and that message goes missing. I turned off all notifications for Facebook Messenger on my phone. Okay. So, and same with my Facebook. So when people message me, I don't see it. That way I'm not going to miss anything. And so when somebody messages me, I'm going to see it when I get to my messages. And I highly recommend you do that. Otherwise, you're going to be like all over the place and not productive.
Makes sense.
Okay. Any more questions? Megan, you have questions? Nina, Patrice?
Nope.
No? Okay. So hashtags is a big thing. I'll find a video on that. I think Christine Dwyer did a great video or a great call on Platinum Presenters about that. But I'll find something. If not, Shalene Johnson will probably have something.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was switching them up at first. I had like the whole list of, you know, the hashtags that I was using in the beginning, and I started to notice that, okay, I'm getting a lot of Beachbody coaches.
Yeah.
And then I switched it up and I started making them more personalized to my avatar. And I was getting other MLMs now, where it'll be the rap people or the Herbalife people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are the only people who are really, other than the people who are already following me, those are the only other people who are kind of seeing what I'm doing. Okay,
so what I'm gonna do is I paid for this like Instagram, and some of you may have had it, university thing, and they changed the platform, but they talk about hashtags and all that. So I'll post my login info in the group page so you guys can check that out. Okay. That's, I mean, that's the best I can say because they update it. Okay.
I actually do have a question.
No.
Now that we're talking a little bit about Instagram, so if I am messaging people on Instagram, because as I'm finding it, I actually get a lot more people messaging and stuff on Instagram versus Facebook.
Yeah.
Right, they're messaging, but if I actually message those people, say someone liked, I had 50 people like a post about a free clean eating group or something like that, do I send these people to Facebook or do I keep them on Instagram, or how do we, you know what I mean?
I am going to find an awesome video about that because it's called, so I use what's called the ADOS method, and I will find you a video on that method. Her name is Alexis Doss. She is part of Platinum Presenters, but some of you, I don't know if you know Sarah Tri, she's on Triceps. Brittany Powers is the top 10 coach. That's her coach, is Sarah Try. And Alexis Doss, I think she's in that team. And she really has a niche, whatever, with Instagram, and has a method of messaging people on Instagram and how to convert them over to Facebook or email. And so I've been dying to do a call like that, but I think if I send you, post on the page, I just posted the Instagram University on the team page, by the way. So if I find that call, it'll the call will be better for you to comprehend from her rather than me. So if I can find that, I will post, I will find it, and I will post it tonight in the team page. So then that way you know how to convert from Instagram to Facebook. The one thing I hate about Instagram is that it's on my phone. I like to sit and do all my messages from my computer. And there is an app that I downloaded where you can do your Instagram messages. Let me find it. It is
the BlueStacks.
Direct Message for Instagram. Now, mind you, I have a Mac desktop, but it's called Direct Message for Instagram, and it'll pull up all of your Instagram messages. So you can do like Instagrass, and I'll send you the video about the ADOS and then do that after. So you can have an idea on both. I'll do that right now before I forget. Okay, anything else? Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.